Rastas on your head.
Oh, well, Rasta. Hey, if Snoop Dogg can pass out Coronas, have you ever watched that commercial where he's walking down the beach and he's handing out Coronas? Do you know the bucket's never empty? Every time he hands out Coronas and you look back at the bucket, it's got the same amount of beer. And I'm like, where's he fill these extra beers at?
He's magical. Snoop Dogg is magical.
That's right. All right. I need to get.
Excuse me. Oh, how are you doing tonight?
Man, I was in there watching the national news, saw a submarine hit something out in the Pacific, and they're coming in. And other than that, just listing today, yard selling and listing. That's what I do.
Did you say they hit something?
Yeah, they hit something in the water, and they're nobody got hurt. I mean, other than bumps and bruises, but they're headed to whatever port they're closest to get repairs.
Dang.
They turned off their sonar apparently to be stealthy, and they hit something, probably a mountain.
Your TV went off. Why's your TV off?
Well, because football game don't come on till 7:15.
Oh,
It's the Rams and the Seahawks. That should be a
nobody
good
cares
game.
anyway.
No, Cowboys.
I'm still not over my loss to you, Bobby.
Huh?
I'm still not over my loss to you.
I know.
That was a terrible game for me. My decision making was terrible.
Yeah, every week we try to figure out who's going to really play well, and then you go,
Harry.
dang, I should have played him, or dang,
I know.
Where you been, you bum? Hey, Harry.
How's it going, Harry?
Harry and Jimmy are here, and I don't know if Gino probably fell asleep. He came in and posted something. And
He's taking an old man nap.
Wake up.
I probably should get a beer so I can be like you guys. Oh, there's Travis.
Hello.
Hang on, Travis. Hang on. I bow down to Travis, the fantasy football god that beat me by less than 1 point last week. Because Mike Williams didn't get any passes thrown to him. Thank you, Raiders. Or Chargers, I mean.
That's really sad.
The bug guy.
Oh my gosh, I thought Annie Javelina Flips was calling you baby daddy.
She does. She does. She calls me JT's daddy.
Ah. Hello, Patrick.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Patrick.
I am
Hi,
JT's
Andy.
daddy.
Joe Perry's here.
JT, since I stopped making videos for a little while, he kind of went on hiatus, and I think he's out trying to find the perfect costume for Halloween.
What does JT stand for?
JT? It's a Southern thing. We don't have names. We just...
I have my cousin's grandpa, his name was S.A., and he went into the Army, and the Army told him, no, you have to have a first name, so he just said Sam, and so they called him Sam, but his name was really S.A.
Oh, that was it? Just S.A.?
S.A.
Um,
Not Spanish, not S.A., but,
Jive Turkey. Maybe that's what JT stands for.
Jive turkey. Jiggly,
Jive Turkey.
jiggly testes.
So what's going on in Wisconsin and Indiana?
Rain.
Rain.
Yeah, we got a lot of rain here, too.
It's like 87 here today.
Well, it can rain at 87.
I know. We're going to get some sunny night and severe weather next week.
Hello, Amber. Hello, Andy.
Hey, Amber.
Hi, Amber.
Amber and Mike, we should call them the curbside channel because that's what they've been doing a lot lately is picking up the curbside.
Oh, I know.
And good stuff, too.
I know. Blow molds.
Yeah. That one made Marcy almost cry. All them blow molds.
I don't know how those people make those things because I would run out of breath trying to blow those plastic things up.
It's hard, trust me. I got fired the second day.
Sunny in Arizona. Guy used to live in Glendale. I know it's sunny there.
My dad used to live in Yuma.
Yuma. Oh, man. Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. That's right on the border. That's a Marine base there, too.
quarter of hell.
Yeah, in the summer.
I actually sold a thing that I got for free the other day. It was faded, but it was a Marlboro. Fuck, I can't speak.
So
shoot. But can't speak. Anyways, I got an old advertisement bag, and I had nothing in it. People left it out, and I sold. I think I sold for like $17.95 plus shipping.
I bet you that was one of those bags that you could get with the proofs of purchase back in the day.
That's what I'm thinking because it was small.
What was the advertising on it?
I cannot pronounce it right now. You know what I'm talking about? The cigarette.
Marlboro.
Yes.
Marlboro.
Jesus Christ. I'm done, guys.
Never smoked in my life, but I know what it is. I got a bunch of Marlboro music ball caps, like from concerts, brand new, and I've got a few left.
Yuma be hot. That be true.
In the summertime. Now, Phoenix, that's the differences in the summer. In the winter, that's a great place to be.
You know what the most disappointing thing about Yuma was? Seeing Roadrunners for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're all over Arizona.
But they're not 6 feet tall and blue and yellow and red.
And occasionally the coyote probably catches them out there, too.
Probably. I was so disappointed. Freaking prairie chickens is all they are.
You know, I lived out there for 5 years. I never saw a rattlesnake. I saw scorpions and black widows and all that kind of stuff, but never saw a rattlesnake anywhere.
How long did you live out there?
5 years.
And no rattlesnakes?
Now, and I played golf weekly, and they'd always say on the side of the thing, don't go off the course because there could be rattlesnakes. But when I hit a ball out there, those things are expensive. I'm going chasing that ball. Rattlesnake be damned.
How do you die? Willis Hitley just went in the woods.
I mean, my game never improved, though. It was always the same, lousy.
And you should have just bought cheap balls and let them go.
Yeah, when I lived in southeast Texas, I used to go into an area called Rabbit Run, and the guy that had the course would let me go on Sunday and shag balls because I'd play there on Saturday and pay. And I'd take a pillowcase and an 8-iron, and I'd walk 9 holes on the right-hand side where most people slice. I would come out of there all sweaty, and I'd hit, bushes and thorns and all that, and fire ants, and I'd come out there with about 100 balls, and I'd keep the Titleist and give the rest away. But one day I'm standing there by a green, and I look back, I felt something behind me, and I look back, and I'm like, what the heck is that? It's a bobcat. And I was like, well, he ain't going to bother me much. But I went into the clubhouse. I told the guy, I said, hey, do you know you got a bobcat out there on the course? He goes, it's Rabbit Run. They're everywhere. He goes, we got a couple of panthers out there, or cougars out there, too. And I was like, wait a minute. Whoa. Cougars? I mean, a bobcat probably won't attack me, but a cougar will eat me.
Yeah.
A cougar would come after you, man.
I'm not coming out here and shag balls no more.
Totally worth it.
He died shagging golf balls.
Hey, I'm the same way. I don't like paying. I don't think I've paid for golf balls in like 4 or 5 years because when I go look for mine, I gather all the other ones too. So I don't believe in paying for them.
Yeah, when I first moved there, you'd hear about the bears and stuff coming out of the foothills, and Annie says she lives in the foothills. All kinds of critters that come down. You'll walk your dog in the morning in the city, and a coyote will jump out of a bush and grab your little dog. So you got to be cognizant of what's out there. But I enjoyed it. It's just sunny all the time. It didn't rain a lot.
You know how you get rid of the coyote though?
How?
You go up to a rock and you paint a doorway on it. That looks like a cave. They'll run right into it. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Is that how they do it in Wisconsin?
Sure.
Y'all got coyotes in Wisconsin?
Oh yeah, we hear them. We hear them crying not too far from here.
Wow, I just thought y'all had cows.
Well, we do have cows.
Oh.
We also have sheep going. The coyotes like the sheepies.
It's funny because I was married to a New Yorker, and when she first moved to Texas, I would say every time we'd pass a field where there were cows, I'd say, look, there's some cows. You think I've never seen cows before or something? I was like, well, you're from New York. Well, we got cows in New York. like, okay. She's from upstate. She was from upstate, so yeah, they had dairy cows. Okay.
Well, my stepsister grew up in Southern California, and she came back here. She could not believe that cows were just allowed to walk around. She was like, won't they, just stampede and knock down fences and take out children? And no, they just stand around.
Oh, in Maui, take a drink. The chickens are all over the island. I mean, just thousands of them all over the place, just running wild. And of course, they got cows too, but they're not going anywhere.
Hello, Marcy. Hello, Mike. Hello,
Marcy.
Kevin.
Hi, Mike.
Yeah, not to worry as long as you can hear the coyotes, you're good. Once so you can't.
Hey, Myra. Oh, I forgot. I can do this. Look at. Did you know I could do this?
Mike, I'm glad my thumbnails are bringing you joy.
Doesn't see. I can tell you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the one that was eaten by that. And they had gators too. I was in Beaumont, so they had gators in the swamps there. You knew not to get too close to the water there, but.
Hi, Flippy. Hi, big brother.
Back by Silver.
Hello, Sharon.
Big bro. Sharon's here.
Hey, Sharon.
All right.
So, what are y'all stats?
Oh, gosh. I'm probably up to about 320 now.
You need to start Dak Barter Mania because they're playing the Giants. You better start Dak.
What are your stats?
6'6" minus
Lies.
about 10 inches and in height. And
what's your blood pressure right now?
my blood pressure is always good. I don't have a problem with blood pressure.
Dang it. Nate, you got any stats you want to share? Cholesterol count?
Hey, man, I just got back from the doctor yesterday, and I am perfect. And she could not even tell me to lose any more weight because she goes, well, I mean, all your numbers are perfect now. I'm like, exactly. Stop.
Did you go to the forking doctor?
Yeah.
Did she take your temperature hold the thermometer with a fork?
Yep. She's like, ooh, here.
Now, wait a minute. Was that rectally or was it in your mouth?
Well, let me go ahead and tell you what happened. So I had to remove my pants, and then
Those seem to be more accurate.
Hey, you know what I scheduled today? Speaking of colonoscopy.
Oh yeah.
That's where I'm spending spring break next spring.
Well, you got at our age, you got to do that every little bit. I had one last year.
The worst thing though is going to the pharmacy and picking up that jug of shit
and drinking it.
Well, yeah, but walking because the pharmacy's in the back of Walgreens. So you got to walk through the store, and all the looks of pity from people that know what's going on. And then, like this guy's going, hey, I know what you're doing this weekend. Yeah, thanks.
Well, the worst part is being on a diet for 2 days eating Jell-O and liquids. Oh, I was starving to death. I mean, every time I saw a bag of chips or something go by, I wanted to tackle the person.
And did you ever see the colonoscopy device? It's this big. It's as big as my forearm.
I've never seen it because they knocked me out. So they're talking to me, and all of a sudden I wake up and I'm like, have y'all done anything yet? Oh, we're done. We've been done for a while. You're like, oh, okay. Did you want any car keys or anything while you were in there?
Woke up and got lipstick all over your face and stuff.
Yeah. Well, you know whether you find remotes and things that you hadn't seen in years that were you thought were in your recliner.
Big brother, I am drinking Bud Light tonight.
Oh, I got a stale.
Oh,
there you go.
Are we flexing now?
No, I ain't had hardly any
stale.
to
blow up.
That's number 6. I've had a problem lately with people paying. They'll buy. You'll send them an offer and they'll buy it, and then they take like 2 or 3 days or never pay at all.
It's so annoying.
I don't cancel. I let that go through and let them take the hit.
No, that's good because they need to be accountable.
Yeah, I don't think eBay really punishes too many people for that, although I wish they would. It's like,
But if we did
I,
it,
buy,
it'd be an eBay deal.
I pay immediately when I buy something from somebody. Do the poop in a box. Do the poop in a box?
Oh gosh, Myra knows. You might be a reseller if you sell your colonoscopy footage.
Hey, I think it was 8th or 9th grade. I had to go have a colonoscopy because I was having some issues. I woke up in the middle of my colonoscopy and scared the shit out of everyone. I literally rose up out of the bed and go, "Ah!" And all I remember hearing is, "Put him out, put him out." And the next thing I know, I'm waking up. It was all over. It was terrible.
Well, you got Amber laughing now.
I always wonder why they have to have like so many people in the room.
Well, in case you wake up.
I'm wondering.
They got to take turns.
Am I fighting? Because I would hope that that's my natural instinct.
Larry Stash's morning show went downhill. We're taking this one downhill quick.
What do you mean downhill? This is medical.
Yeah, it's medical. Okay.
Medicinal.
That one had to do with cats.
Mike, I don't think I've seen that commercial, but I'm going to have to look this up.
I don't think I've seen that one either, Mike.
The only memorable commercial I have is that one I just mentioned a while ago is Snoop Dogg when he's on the beach with the Coronas, and that bucket never empties. He just keeps handing Coronas out, but the bucket stays with the same amount of Coronas in it. Next time you see the commercial, look at the bucket.
He's magical, I'm telling you.
He's like Santa.
He is. Santa brings beer.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, I was going to say I missed out a lot when I was a child.
I'd be such a good friend. This one is diving downhill fast. No, Sharon, this is class. Because Snoop is a magician.
Yeah.
He has magic herbs.
Yeah, if he's not, if you smoke some of his ganja, you'll be thinking he's a magician anyway, right?
You know, it's funny. One of my questions was actually, what commercial annoys you the most? And I'm guessing it's that one for you.
You know the ones I don't like? I don't like any of the progressive ones. Those drive me nuts. They're so
I cannot stand those.
Yeah.
I would like to punch Flo in the face.
I've read and heard that she's a bitch in real life. Have you seen that?
Does anybody know about what Lily's like in real life? Because I like Lily a lot.
I guess there's like big fan clubs for Lily. You mean AT&T girl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen her like images on Google? Oh my goodness, she'll look like she's the AT&T girl there. I am 25-year kid. Didn't lose
my ass. I am back.
Awesome.
That is very good, Myra. Commercial that bugs me is for these meat-free sandwiches, and it's like a little girl running a sandwich truck, which I don't understand anyway. But like, they show her selling, and like in different commercials, she's selling to a different adult, and you can tell that they're like superimposed in there, and like a lot of times her line of vision isn't lining up with the person standing there, and she's smiling. I don't know. It's noticeable, and it drives me nuts.
Meat-free?
Yeah, they're like veggie burgers or something.
Oh, well, first of all, I've never seen that commercial, but I would never eat a veggie burger. Especially with a fork.
Nate would.
Although you would think a veggie burger would be easier to eat with a fork. You know, if it's got broccoli and stuff, you just stab the broccoli out of the you know.
There's just not chunks of broccoli in a veggie burger.
I think it's
That would be kind of funny. Though. Like, this is what you wanted, freak.
I want the broccoli veggie burger. Make it chunky.
I think that's how they make veggie burgers. It's basically it comes from cows too. It's their manure.
Well, maybe we've come up on a new concept, guys. We could start doing cauliflower and broccoli and Brussels sprout burgers, and just melt cheese on it and make a patty and sell those, and they would be easy for Nate to eat. Obviously, Chuck is a pork.
Would you eat it, Nate? Yes.
Do you like veggies?
The right answer is yes.
Yeah. Yeah,
Are you
I like veggies.
okay? There's a lot of people like I got brothers that don't eat vegetables, so
Well, if I didn't eat vegetables, I'd have very little things I could eat. So
Hey, I know someone who claimed to be a vegetarian that never ate vegetables. It was all pasta and
I mean,
sugar and
I
I'm
just
a
want to
Southerner.
say, you guys remember Cecil Fielder, right? He was
Yep.
vegetarian, and I know he wasn't eating vegetables. I'm just saying.
Yeah, just because you're vegetarian don't mean you're not eating other stuff like
Yeah.
these pizzas and stuff. I'm a Southerner. I'm not giving up meat. It may kill me, but I'm gonna die a happy man. Full of steak and hamburger meat.
what's the best meat? If you could only have one meat,
Man, my favorite meal is biscuits and gravy.
so sausage.
No. I mean, I like sausage gravy, but I guess if there was one meat that I had that I could not live without, probably like ham or something. I mean, I like steak and I like hamburger, but ham you can have in so many different forms, and bacon or whatever. But I'd say ham. I like ham a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm shocked and amazed.
I'm not Muslim. I'm eating ham.
You're not kosher at all.
I'm not kosher.
Hey, I mean,
Jewish, yeah.
technically, if you eat enough ham, it will probably preserve you forever. So, just saying.
Hey, listen.
Why would it preserve you? Hey, Lissa.
Because I mean, if to me, and maybe I'm wrong, but ham, I never liked ham growing up. I don't know what it was. Something about the texture. I don't know what it is, but something about the texture always bothered me. But I always associated ham and bologna together. Because I mean, look at Tommy Lasorda. Remember him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they said that on his desk he had like a huge roll of bologna sitting on his desk, and he lived forever. Well,
I got a brother that eats bologna like you wouldn't believe, and Nate, does everything circle around baseball players? Because you mentioned 2 baseball players now in their diet. I mean, you go to baseball games. By the way, was you happy the Dodgers beat the Cardinals? I mean,
I loved it. It was beautiful.
Who's your team? Cleveland.
My team's the Cubs.
Oh, okay.
I hope that means
the World
chicken,
Series.
Patrick.
I just got to say that.
I'm a Rangers fan, and we're disappointed every year, so we don't ever get our hopes up.
Yeah. It's been tough few years for you guys.
Because I make money on there, Tommy. That's where I'm making money on eBay. I don't make money on YouTube. Not much. I did cash out $113 finally.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Invested.
And the only reason I probably got that was because I got some, what do you call those little things people give you? The little shout out things.
Why can't
Coffees and stuff.
super chats and
Yeah, super chats and coffees.
coffees?
Yeah, that's why I got. I got a bunch of them from dancing.
Well, we know about that.
There was a lot of people giving that night I was doing those dances. There were people throwing money left and right, and I was dancing my tootie off.
I think you're gonna have to become a dancer on your channel.
Oh man, I that's the other part is dancing in nursing homes at night on Tuesdays and Thursdays opposite the bingo night at the nursing home. It's hard to mix the time in because those ladies spend
Hello,
money.
Nathaniel.
When you're dancing in a nursing home, the good thing about it is a lot of them women, see, they're so old, they think they're giving you ones, and you get home and you got 20s in your thong.
Oh wow!
Ooh, that's a plus.
I'm telling you. The side thing is, though, if they, you got to change the pins before the night's over.
Your own or theirs?
Theirs.
Oh, gotcha.
They're the ones getting excited, not me.
Hey, Tommy has a question. Is YouTube or my chest hair more intimidating?
You definitely like flashing your chest hair. Even at ball games, I noticed you flash your chest hair.
Oh, dude.
Did you not get the shade cream and the razor that I sent you?
I mean, logistic issues lately, so it must be delayed.
That's right.
This morning.
The USPS has stopped all shipments to New Zealand, Australia, and Indiana. Unless it's GSP.
Hurry back, Patrick.
And Tommy, maybe I do have a big wood fetish.
A big wood fetish.
What kind of beer are you drinking there, Nate?
Bud Light.
Bud Light. How about you, Chuck? What you drinking?
Canadian Club.
And I'm drinking a Lipton Zero Sugar Iced Tea Peach. You guys, I'm boring.
You health.
Maybe I should go get that moonshine that got sent to me by somebody in Tennessee on YouTube.
There you go.
Then it'd be like the snake guy y'all had on one time. Except I have no snakes. That was the most hilarious. I love that one. If anybody hadn't seen that, go back and watch one of their first lives. The snake guy.
I don't know which
Two
channel.
sheets to the wind.
Yeah.
What? Oh, it was on your channel, Chuck.
Was it?
Y'all got worried because he was going to pull out some dangerous snakes. You know, like,
I wasn't for sure.
he's going to die. We're going to see somebody die on YouTube.
Not
You
just
guys
that.
would probably be monetized by now if you'd have let the guy pull those things out and they would have wrapped up on him. You'd have went viral.
It'd be you and us.
Sacrifices. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Let people go.
It's all for the greater good.
That's right. That's right.
The snake guy. He was amazing.
Yeah. Flippy, yeah, that's right. I thought so too. I was like, oh man, this is good. And I heard, hey, let's shut this down thing. It's getting dangerous. I was like, oh man, come on. Kill the fun. Well, we're going to get you off here. No, I can stay for a while. I was like, oh, good. Y'all tried.
We were young and beautiful.
Yeah, it was back in your old days
Back in the old days of
before y'all had gray hair and red hair.
Hi, Lissa.
Lissa. She's been here for hours.
Well, I didn't. I wasn't for sure if I said hi or not. I thought I did, but I don't think I did. I don't know.
Crazy.
Okay, Bob, I got an important question for you.
All right.
Would you rather wrestle naked in a pool of Jello or a pool of chocolate pudding?
Well, wait, who am I wrestling? Does that
Chuck.
matter?
Champ for champ, by the way.
Probably the pudding if it's Chuck, because then I don't see anything. Now, depending on who it is, you know, I mean, I'd say Jello. It's a lot easier to eat and less messy. You guys don't want to ask those questions with me. I'll take you down the wrong road.
That's what
Yeah,
we're about.
We wouldn't like that one. We wouldn't like that if you went down the wrong road.
And with Chuck, like I said, I mean, you know, if it's chocolate, you don't get to see everything, so that'd be okay.
Now, if it's Jello, does it have the shaved carrots in it?
Oh, you mean like the like fruit salad type Jello
Yes.
and stuff?
High nicety.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
With Nate, it'd be hairy Jello.
Hairy Jello. Well, me too, Nate, because I'm pretty hairy. I just don't flash it.
you don't show it off to the world.
We got a guy down the street from me, and I think this guy, he never wears a shirt. He's always in his yard working. He's an old man, and he's always got his shirt off. And I want to just drive by and go, dude, put a shirt on. Nobody wants to see your ugly old wrinkly self out there in the yard.
Don't tell my wife that Amber just said she wants to wrestle me in chocolate pudding.
Did she say that?
She just said chocolate pudding, but she knew the
Fruit salad, those little marshmallows. Now, I do love some ambrosia, some fruit salad. My mom makes some really good ambrosia. And we eat it with a fork, too.
Hello, Nathaniel. Big Deborah.
All she heard was Nick and Jello when she came in. Yeah, they took this down the right road there, but with the wrong person. Next question.
Yeah, come on. See? Listen knows what I'm talking about. Lime Jello and carrots.
Favorite music, favorite movie, favorite What's
your favorite musical?
Oklahoma, probably. because I know it by heart.
Can you really sing some of the songs?
You want the Surrey song or the Oh What a Beautiful Morning or Oklahoma or
So you weren't BSing. You really do like it.
I know them all. I mean, I know a lot of musicals, but that's one that just sticks out because I think that they could sing. Shirley Jones and Gordon McRae could sing in that musical.
I was not expecting a straight answer.
Now, you'll get that one.
You kind of ruined that one for me. Thanks a lot. Nate, you have to go on your own now.
No, I just
Pulling
told
out
my
the big
last.
guns. What's the worst smelling place you've ever been?
Well, that's a loaded question.
Man, I'm old, so I've been a lot of places, guys. Probably a stockyards.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that or, near a sewage plant or something. Those would be really bad places. One of those places where they slaughter animals, obviously, would be bad. Where they make dog food. There's one about 15 miles from me, and it's pretty bad. Luckily, I don't live by it. And surprisingly, when I lived in Southeast Texas, I used to run over to Alexandria, Louisiana, and the paper mills in those towns in that part of Louisiana, those paper mills stink really bad at night.
That was Lucky Seven's answer. Paper mill.
Yeah.
Mike.
What?
Just right outside of town here, actually, a couple miles is where they take the roadkill. So when they send a truck out to pick up roadkill, they take it and dump it over here. And that can be pretty ripe in the summertime.
Yeah, like things like skunk, though, don't bother me. I actually like the smell of a skunk. I used to haul dead animals when I worked as a driver with a company that we used to do cats and skunks and stuff that had bitten a child, and they were doing rabies tests. And we would have to take them to the state health department down in Austin, and I was the line haul driver to Abilene, and I would haul. One time, one of them busted in the back of my truck, and it was a van, and it was a skunk head, and I had my head out the window because it was right there. I mean, it was so strong, and I'm driving at midnight, this skunk is smelling, and it was overwhelming, and I'm like, 4 more hours.
That's rough.
No.
How about you, Nate?
Porta potty, man. They get worse. They just keep.
You're not a true yard seller if you don't use a porta potty at a construction site when you're out yard selling. You got to go.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll run. I don't care. I'll run in there.
So
I ain't taking a shit in one. I'll shit myself before I take a shit in a porta potty. That's a good thing for something to. Well, I mean, if you think about it, you're sitting there doing your thing.
You don't have
your
to sit on it.
Open, so something could fly up in there, and there's like flies, larvae. I don't want to have.
You just hover over it, Nate. You don't have to sit on it.
Get down in the sumo stance.
Yeah. Hey, I'm not a guy that goes and reads anyway. I'm in there and out of there.
Oh, I am too, but
here's a porta potty question. What's the price cutoff? You drop something in there, what value does it have to be for you to go after it?
25 cents.
I'm going in for a quarter.
It's a nickel. I'm not going, but a quarter, I'm going in.
You almost killed me there.
Hey, it washes off, guys. It's like changing diapers when your kids are little. Your hands wash off just like anything else.
Nate?
Or they make soap and water.
I don't know. There's just some stuff you cannot come back from. I feel like that would be one for me.
Well, germs don't bother me that much.
Yeah.
So if somebody dropped a Ziploc bag full of, say, 50 grand down in
Hi,
there,
Leroy.
would you shove your hand down in there and grab it?
I would dive in there and get it. I'm going to make sure that if there's any more Ziploc bags in there.
He'd be bobbing.
Have you not seen Shawshank Redemption? There was no money coming out of that tube. He crawled out of there just to get out of there. He wanted a vacation.
We just came up with a new game show. Bobbing for cash. In the porta
So
potty.
you're saying how much money?
$50,000.
50 grand.
Oh hell yeah, I'm diving in. I'll hire a therapist.
Okay, now here we go. Nate, he's not even going to sit on the thing, but for $50,000, he's going in.
He's going in.
Okay, I mean, there's still larvae in there, Nate. If it's $50,000 or not $50,000, I mean,
50 grand can help pay for my therapist, can help pay for, the ER bill for them to pull larvae out of my asshole. I'm good.
Too funny, too funny.
So, Nate, how did you get that piece of corn shoved up your nose? Well, let me tell you. With a smile on my face. Mike does it. The blue dye that gets you. You know what I don't understand is I go to auctions and the porta potties there. I can be there a half hour before the sale starts and it's full already. Like, what's going on? What are these people doing?
Yeah, my problem is I drink coffee in the morning and I leave here and I'm trying to get all these yard sales and I'll go, okay, I got to really go home. I got to go home. And then I'll be like, wait, there's another yard sale. And I'll crossing my legs at the yard sale and then I'll go, well, I'm headed home. And then I'll see another one. I'm like, I can hold it. I'm like, man, the older you get, the less you're going to be able to do that.
I got to be careful because even now at my ripe young age, I shit myself, man. You got to be careful.
Well, I was talking about number one. I wasn't talking about number two. Number two, you got to.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. One or two, it's coming.
And you guys aren't even as old as me. You're in trouble when you get my age. 90.
What do you think would happen if you're standing at a garage sale and you offer like half price on something and then just wet yourself while they're thinking about it?
You probably would get it.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey, Roman.
Hi, anytime picker.
Well, that's good to know, Nathaniel. They rent them by the month. But where I go to, it's not like an auction house. Like they go to different locations. They take them half full to different places. That's crazy.
Oh, my daughter just texted me and said they're going to have to put down her husband's. They just had their anniversary, but he's had a dog even before her, and they're going to have to put her down tomorrow.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it's one of them things. I guess when animals get really old, it's hard to do. But I've got one that's 15, and when she goes, I don't know. I don't know if I have the heart to do it, and I know it's probably the right thing to do, but I just couldn't do it.
Would you do it yourself, or would you take it somewhere?
Well, I would never kill the dog. If she's in like major pain, I guess I'd have to break down and go do something. But I'm not gonna like shoot the dog and put it out of misery or anything, because I have to live with that. So
Marcy was here. I don't know what happened. She might have.
She saw it was me. She got the heck out of here.
She's like, "Oh, it's that guy again. He's back.
He's back."
Hello, little Debbie, by the way. And you,
Little Debbie. I think Little Debbie was one of those people that was causing trouble this morning in Larry Stash's show.
Oh, talking about Wet Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Roman.
Mr. Roman. Sorry about your Eagles, man.
You're not sorry.
No, I'm not. I'm going to be sorry about them Giants too, Paul, Philly flipping sports guy, but no, I'm not either. Can we go whoop them too this week? Just need Texas to beat Oklahoma. That's what I need.
Traitor.
It's funny too. I grew up there, but I've lived here longer than I lived in Texas. So now, oh, he's a Browns fan. Okay, well, it's a little bit better. Except you got Mayfield at quarterback, so he's a Sooner. Yeah, Paul Philly Flipper's an Eagles fan. Yeah, he's been kind of quiet. And Flipping Sports Guy's a traitor. He lives in Philly and roots for the Giants.
That just doesn't make any sense.
No. And y'all's Green Bay team, I don't know if they can make up their mind which way they want to go, right?
Yeah, right.
One week they're really good, and the next week is like, what?
They're giving me gas.
Let's take a week. Kind of like Kansas City. We're going to see how good Buffalo is this week. Kansas City, Buffalo looks good.
Hey, we've won 3 in a row. We just had that one bad first game.
Who? Cleveland?
The Packers.
Oh, you're a Packers fan?
Yeah.
I knew Chuck was. I didn't know you were.
Heck yeah. He's
Yeah.
got taste.
Oh. Hey, Adam.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, speaking of Steelers, man. Oof.
1 second, gentlemen.
What are you doing? No, don't leave me alone with this guy.
He's probably going to the porta potty in his back room.
Lucky. So what annoys you the most about Nate?
You know what? He's looking for that 50,000. He's trying to beat me to it, but he knows that I'm an early bird reseller, and I'm going to beat him to that money in that porta potty. I don't care.
That's what the auctioneer should do at his next auction, is just say, we dropped 50 grand in one of the porta potties.
I think we should all three get a fork and a meal and see who can eat it the fastest. But Nate would probably win hands down since he's an expert at it.
Don't even challenge me. I'll beat you.
But it's going to be chips and dip.
I'd be screwed.
Hey, it can be anything. Let's go for it.
What food do you hate the worst? What vegetable do you hate the worst?
Oh, my God. Broccoli.
See, and I don't like Brussels sprouts. What about you, Chuck?
I like both of those. I don't like lima beans.
All right, so Chuck gets lima beans, you get broccoli, and I get Brussels sprouts, and we see who can eat the fastest.
This may turn into a terrible video of projectile vomiting.
Well, Amber said she threw out that little emoji with that a while ago.
Adam's here.
At my YouTube convention. Oh, and he's hitting on people. He's trying to go see if he can meet someone at the lounge.
Oh, boy. He's a lounge.
You be a good boy there, Adam. I didn't know there was a YouTube convention going on.
Yeah, where's my invite?
Yeah. Oh, maybe because I took a hiatus, I'm not invited to YouTube conventions. Hey, Robert.
Hi, Robert.
Robert? He's usually the first one here. What's going on?
I know. They must have had dinner late or something.
Oh, I love asparagus.
I'm not a big asparagus guy either. I love spinach.
Oh, I like spinach too. Football is better than poop.
That's true.
That should go on a T-shirt right there. That's going to be my merch right there. I'm writing it down. Football's better than poop. Push him in to get it. I don't know.
Yeah, she meant to get it. It's like this morning, one of the yard sales I went to, it opened at 8, and I was there at 7:20, and they were putting stuff out, and I always like, hey, are y'all open? Is it okay? Yeah. That's how you get the good stuff early. You got to get there before it even opens. And then some people go, I hate it when they open early, when they say they open at 8 and they open before that. Hey, you got to beat everybody else to it.
You're the devil.
I need to do that. I do go earlier now, but I need to go even earlier. I need to go Bobby's time.
You need to go when it's still dark outside. Yes, they finally are, Roman. And I'm a devil in disguise. Oh, yeah, devil in disguise. Thank you very much.
You're the king, baby.
Hey, Miss Journey.
Journey's here. She hasn't come here for years. It must be here for you, Bobby.
Hi, Journey.
And fortunately for us, Roman, we're in a division where everybody else stinks, so we're going to win that division handily, and then we got to face the real challenge.
The Packers.
Arizona or Rams or Green Bay or whoever it is.
So, Bobby, I got a hat question for you.
All right.
What the hell is this? It's got a pom-pom on it. It's got this weird short bill. You ever seen it?
No, I picked up one the other day that is just like that, but it doesn't have the pom-pom on the top. But, you know, hats have just been made by weird – I've got some from Walmart that are like that. And I picked up one the other day that was a short-billed hat, and I think it's a Sooners hat or something. But if it looks vintage, I grab it. When it's a quarter or 50 cents, I'm just going to grab it because you're going to get at least $10 for them. That you probably get more than $10 for, I bet you.
It's normally vintage, but it's just weird since it's white farm equipment. I've never seen a farmer wear a hat with a pom-pom.
No, if it was me wearing it, I'd take that thing off. What's the manufacturer on it?
I don't know if I have a tag. Let's take a look. Oh, here we go. Here's something. Duck needs a magnifier.
You got magnifiers on your eyes.
They don't work.
Uh,
Louisville Manufacturing Company.
Oh, that's one of the best brands. K Products and Louisville Manufacturing are two of the top brands. You might want to run that on an auction, Chuck, and see if it's got some value. If you don't find it, because Louisville, people don't care about that if they're not wearing it daily. Some people just collect that stuff. I've sold hats with broken bills and broken snaps, and
So
it's all about what's on the front of it. Louisville Manufacturing, typically you'll find like Red Man Tobacco and some of them on with Louisville. Those are valuable hats. Those can be.
Are you making me an offer? Is that what you're saying?
No, but I'm saying put it on an auction, start at like $20. I bet you'll sell that thing for 30 or 40 or more.
Wait, Larry's here? Oh, Larry way out.
Larry, way out. Hey, and you know what's funny is we're all bearded. Although I trimmed mine this week, so it's not so shaggy.
I had to trim mine too when I started wearing a mask.
A mask?
Yeah, when I go to work, I have to wear a mask, and I take it off. I look like the minor 49er, so I trimmed it.
Short bill pom pom. There you go. Flippy said, put it in your keywords.
Thanks, Evan.
No, I've taken notes from your channel, Bobby, because I've learned a lot, and I pick up just about every hat I come across now, and they're like my lifeline in my store. Like, I sell Christmas stuff regularly, but
Right.
The hats there's always someone looking for what I think is just a random hat. There's always someone looking for something like
I've
that.
probably got 600 on eBay right now out of my 4,600 listings.
No kidding.
And I'm telling you that the ROI on ball caps, you may get $10 for that ball cap, but if you paid 50 cents or a quarter, a dollar, even $2,
Yeah.
and you sell it, most caps are going to sell for at least 10. And then some are 20, 30, 40, 50 or more. I mean, then you just can't go wrong with caps. And it's, people are always buying their memories anyway. And if it's a Titleist or a Patagonia or something, you're going to get, or Ralph Lauren with the cross shield or something, you're going to get 50, 60 bucks. There are ball caps out there worth over $2,000, and people just walk by them all the time. I mean, there's a Pepsi Cola 3-stripe cap that just sold for $2,025 on eBay.
Wow.
So you just got to go to eBay and filter anything over $500. Look for 3-stripe caps or K product or any of those, and just look at what the solds are, and you'll see Harley, Goodyear, Ford Motor Company, Caterpillar. Any of those are going to have a high value. U.S. Marine Corps, it doesn't matter. It's just you just got to find the right person that's going to buy that hat. I got that one behind me, that Alabama 3-striper I bought from Kevin, Commonwealth Flipper. I paid $50. I've got it for like $100 and a quarter, and I've had some $80 offers on it. But I'm not selling for less than $100 and a quarter. I'm gonna make something off it. And it's pristine. I mean, that thing's nice. And then I got a Kettle Restaurant one, I think, for $50 right now on eBay, which doesn't exist anymore, at least around here. But hats, just the ROI is what's so good about them. It's not everything, but it's definitely a good thing to pick up.
Well, they're easy to ship. That's what I like.
Yep, 8x6. I used to ship mine all poly bags, and I never had an issue with it. People were like, I would never ship them in a poly bag. I was like, man, I never had an issue with it. But then I started shipping them 8x6x4s just because of peer pressure. I'm like, all right, I'll put it 8x6x4. I know what I'm doing, and
And a lot of times people are willing to sell you all the hats for cheap if you take them all. So I always just offer, something on all of them and get them because it's like it's cheaper. And then they're like, well, this guy's willing to take all these, what they think is just junk, basically.
Right.
They're like, oh, we'll take all the hats.
Flippy, for me, Flippy, in answer to your question, $2 I paid for a San Jose Shark Sports Specialties cap, and I did not think it was very valuable. And I sold it for $170 on a best offer. That was my most valuable one.
Nice.
But I've sold them, I've sold several in that range, but that was probably the most valuable. And then any Ralph Lauren polo with the golf clubs or the cross shield or Patagonia sell really well. I'm talking 50 plus type numbers. I've sold Patagonias in horrible shape visors for $49-$50. So it's just, again, you just got to find that person that wants that one. By the way, I didn't know you collected Fitz and Floyd, Nate. Is that right? Fitz and Floyd?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I found an ornament the other day, a Santa Claus ornament, and I paid $5 for it. And I guess I was told it was worth about 40, and I gave it to somebody. I only paid $5 for it, but
Yeah.
it was a big one, Santa Claus.
Yeah.
I'm not real familiar with
Some
it.
of that you can make good money. I sold a what was it? Like a cardinal or some kind of Fitz and Floyd, like it was a red cardinal Christmas ornament, and I sold that one for $49.95. That was the best offer because I had it listed for $54, I think.
Oh, okay.
And the guy messaged me, which is fine because I mean, if I was paying that much for an ornament, I'd want to make sure it's packed appropriately. He's like, make sure you fold the box up nicely, wrap the ornament in bubble wrap. I don't want anything I'm like, trust me, I was already going to do this, but it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I'm anal with tape, and if people have seen my lives when I've done packaging, they're like, man, you use a lot of tape. And I'm like, yeah, my packages never come open through USPS or UPS. American Needle is a good brand too, Larry, to buy. There's a lot of
See you, Evan.
who's got to run dad duty calls. Doo-doo calls or dad duty? Okay. All right. Got it. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I just don't know a lot about it. I just, and Enesco, the only Enesco I've ever found was the little Indian native ones. The little Indian treasure ones, whatever they are. I found a bunch of those and bought them. I bundle everything. Hey, how much you want for all this? When I bought these PSP games today, I was like, he wanted $3 a piece. Some are movies and some are PSP. They're in pristine condition. And he had 28 of them. And I was like, how much you want? He goes, $90 is what I've got on them. He goes, but I'll do it for 60. I said, how about 50? So I got them 78 each. And
Nice.
probably a couple 250 in there. So
That's awesome.
in value.
People take you serious when you bundle, though. And then they're willing to negotiate. They're like, I don't have to bring any of this inside or wait for someone else to come by and buy it.
That's the point. If you want it gone and if you're reselling or at a yard sale to resell, then you're not going to get those deals. But if you're truly want to get rid of your stuff, hey, I'm going to get it out of here right now. I'm going to buy all your Mary Kay. It's all going to be out of here in one shot. You're going to get a little bit less, but it's gone. No fees. I throw out the no fee little line and all that stuff. Friends of the Feather. Yes, that's correct, Lissa. Thank you.
What's that, a cult?
No, that's that Enesco stuff that I found and sold.
Oh,
I sold all of it, but I got one little house left, and I think that's it out of that group. Linux is another one. If I find it, especially nativity set stuff, I'll sell that.
see you, Adam. Good
I
luck.
hate shipping glass, though. Or
I
porcelain.
do it, and I'm very careful. I've only had one issue, and literally the guy's like, hey, I know this isn't your problem because you did not do it. I just would like my money back. And the box was literally looked like someone stomped all over it. And I'm like, did I piss someone off at the post office? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that's the first thing I do because I make them scan my packages every day. And I'll go, now this one's really fragile. Please don't just throw it back there. And I'll turn around and I'll look and they'll be throwing it over there. I was like, no, I just told you not to throw that package.
they're like, you're not going to tell me how to live my life.
Well, I mean, spending 35 years in the industry with UPS and other companies, it's like,
See you, Adam.
I've done all that too, but I didn't do it intentionally.
You accidentally threw it?
Well, when I first got out of the military, I worked for a courier company called Pure Letter, which doesn't exist anymore. But I was so good at sorting on our little 24-door dock that I could take a padded envelope and I could frisbee that baby across the floor, and like bowling, and I could hit the door that I was targeted for, because I'd done it so much. But boxes, you had to slide them if they were, unless they were like 50 pounds, you couldn't do that. But
See you,
You
Mike.
can slide a box pretty good without breaking anything. Not, I'm not talking about tossing it. I'm talking about sliding it across the dock.
Nissa's here.
Flippin' Funky. That's a cool name.
Hey, Flippin' Funky.
Funky Monkey. Do the funky monkey.
Brass monkey.
Yeah.
I just watched your video, Nissa. They've been out of YouTube for a while, and they're making a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Whoa. Sorry.
I didn't watch a lot of reaction videos. I just love watching people do reaction videos to music that I grew up with. And these are young people that they've never heard, like they did last night. This couple from Oklahoma City, they did a song by All the Animals. They did one by somebody else. Who was it? And they were just shocked. They did Chicago. Anybody know what time it is? And they were blown away by the horns and everything. And I was just like, that was music when I was like 10 years old. I remember all these songs. And it's just fun to watch their reactions to the Bee Gees or the Carpenters or whoever they're listening to. Al Green. They were listening to Al Green and had never heard How Do You Mend a Broken Heart. And I'm like a big R&B guy. And I'm like, oh, man, you guys have missed out on all the great music, in my opinion.
Agreed.
So who's your favorite music there, Chucky?
All time.
Yeah.
That's
That's
a tough call. The Stones or AC/DC, somewhere in there.
How about you, Nate?
I'm terrible with.
He's a big One Direction guy.
Music and
One Direction. He likes Harry Styles.
I don't know, like Def Leppard and
Yes.
there's a few other of the old rock bands. I like listening to classic rock all the time.
Right. I would have to say Eagles, Journey, AC/DC's, and that group up there. And then I love the Bee Gees a lot. Foreigner I like a lot.
Foreigner's a good one.
Yeah.
I get confused. I drive the woman I work with, Ann, I drive her nuts because she's about your age, Bobby. And like, we'll be listening to classic rock, and just about every song that comes on, I'll be like, this is Foreigner, isn't it? She'll be like, no, it's 38 Special. Oh, sorry. I think everyone's Foreigner.
I was watching, actually on YouTube last night, I saw MTV, and it was 1982, and I was still in the military, and they were doing videos, and the guy would come on, and he was talking, and all I kept seeing in this video was all these vintage concert tees that these people are wearing, and I'm like, God, I would have loved to back then just bought all them and held on to them in plastic bags and know what I know now. But you didn't know that they were going to be anything like eBay or anything back then. And you're like, oh, my God, he's got on a great MTV shirt. I want that shirt,
Yeah, we were into vintage T-shirts back then.
Yeah, well, I wished I had Apple that I had back then.
We were into vintage cars, too.
Those T-shirts, I never realized how valuable they were until I saw some videos, and then just a few people I've talked to in the reselling community is like, oh, yeah, I sell vintage T-shirts. I'm like, people buy that? And then I started looking them up, and I'm like, holy hell, I'm like, I've missed out on all of these. I need to start
Rally Roots is a good channel to see for that kind of stuff because they really spend a lot of money to get them. But even not so much concert, but like the Mike Tyson stuff, $500 for a Mike Tyson T-shirt and stuff.
Wow.
That's insane.
Dang, Sharon's been to a lot of concerts.
I've been to a lot of them late. I mean, I've been to a lot of the bands she's talking about, but they were late in my life. I saw, the only one that I saw younger was like Elton John and Judas Priest and The Who and Loverboy and Mellencamp and Cheap Trick and all them. Elton John. I seen all them when I was younger, but I didn't go to a lot of concerts until I got old. And then half the people in the band are gone.
So I had a sad moment tonight. I stopped at a garage sale after work, and I found a T-shirt there of one of the classic rock bands. And it's not a vintage T-shirt or anything. I just thought it was cool. It would fit my son for 50 cents. So I bought it and threw it to him, and he read it as, well, who's Leonard Skynard? And I'm like,
Ooh,
man.
that smell. Can't you smell it?
So he needs to find a new home.
Yeah. I went to an estate sale last weekend, and all their concert shirts, they had a bunch of them, and they were $26 each. I started looking, and they're the screen printed in the neck, and 2016, 27. I was like, guys, I'm just going to tell you right now, those aren't vintage concert T-shirts you're selling here. These are like very young, and nobody's buying screen printed T-shirts for $26 a piece.
Dang, Sharon has seen some
Did-
concerts.
Did they take him down or they leave him out there?
Who is the Who? It was actually the Who's first farewell tour in San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium in 1982. Loverboy and Mellencamp are with them. He's an Indiana guy.
Loverboy?
No, Mellencamp.
Yeah, his house is about 7 minutes from me.
Is it pink?
Is it what?
Pink?
And really small.
You know, pretty pink houses for you.
You can't even see it unless it's from the lake. I don't even know what color. It may be pink.
Big Bro says, the DJ on the radio has to take a dump when Freebird plays.
Or the one song that I can't stand. I cannot stand American Pie. Don McLean. I can't stand the song, but it's a long song. So
Yes.
I mean, that's a long song. But it's one of them. It's like Crocodile Rock and At the Copa. I love Barry Manilow, but I can't stand At the Copacabana. I can't stand it.
Copa
Now,
Banana.
now Disco Duck, that's like a legend right there.
Disco Duck. By Rick.
Disco Duck.
I knew he did the dance.
Remember, I lived in the disco era.
Kansas and Sticks. Man. Freebird.
Babe, I'm leaving. Must be on my way. Time is drawing near. Nate's got hair on his chest.
Just to catch the spilled beer.
I'm glad I was just about to use that line or a line with beer in it, and you just beat me to it. You're just too fast for me, Chuck. I got to get on slower people's channels.
We used to have a lot of fun sitting around a campfire. My cousin could play guitar, and we'd do that. He'd play a popular song, and we'd make up lyrics, and that used to be fun.
I can play guitar.
You cannot.
I can.
I didn't know
Haven't you
that.
ever seen me? I was in Journey.
Really?
Yeah. You remember on American Idol?
Sure.
The judge that played the guitar in Journey?
Cletus?
No.
Oh, Bobby?
Bobby Bones? No. What's the guy on the judge on American Idol that played in
I have
Dog?
no idea.
He always used the dog thing. What was it? Hey, dog.
Randy Jackson?
Yeah, that's me. I was Randy Jackson back in the 70s. I play the guitar.
I'm going to disagree.
To tell the truth, will the real Randy Jackson please stand up?
Wait, Randy
I
Jackson
was
in
Randy
Journey?
Jackson. I played in Open Arms. I sang the lead in Open Arms.
Remember the 80s movie? Yeah, Howard the Duck.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
Babe, I'm leaving. I must be on my way.
Sticks
Howard the Duck. Howard the Duck. There you go.
The Duck
So,
movie is
Bobby.
super creepy.
What?
Would you rather listen to an annoying laugh for the whole day or be tickled for 1 hour?
Well, I'm not tickled except on my feet, so that wouldn't work. So I guess I'd rather hear an annoying laugh for an hour. I actually got in trouble in boot camp because of that.
For tickling
First
guys'
week.
feet?
No, the first week that you're in boot camp, and I went to boot camp in Orlando, they shave your heads. And the guy across from me, this is a memory I'll never forget. He was from Alabama, and he had a lopsided head with his hair gone. I mean, he had a really lopsided head. And we're standing there, and they're screaming at us. They're trying to get us to fail the inspection. They're checking our sheets and our lockers and everything. And all of a sudden, I couldn't do it. I started cracking up. So he come up one of the company commanders come up and he said, "Nix, do you think this is funny?" And I was like, "Yes, sir, I do." And he goes, "Well, what's funny?" And I said, "His head, sir."
Look at his head.
And he made me stand in a mirror for like 30 minutes and do nothing but laugh. I laughed so long that nothing was funny anymore, and I didn't want to laugh anymore. But I'll never forget all the things that you're going around because they're yelling at everybody, running around trying to make you, break you mentally. And one guy had to go to the bathroom, and maybe it's the head, and he goes, "Hey, you got to go to the head?" And he goes, "Yes, sir, I got to go to the head, sir." And he goes, "Is it an emergency?" He said, "Yes, sir, it is an emergency." He goes, "All right, then make it sound like it." He had to run around that barracks making siren sounds for a few minutes before he actually let him go. Just stuff like that. Just stupid
Oh, my
stuff.
God.
But this guy's head was so lopsided, it just made me crack up, and I couldn't hold it. And, you didn't take them serious. They weren't Marines or nothing. We were Navy.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they were going to beat you or anything.
What about you, Chuck?
What? What was the question? Is my head left?
Would you rather listen to someone with an annoying laugh for an hour? I mean, all day, or be tickled for an hour?
I cannot stand to be tickled. I absolutely hate it because I am very ticklish. So, and my brothers used to hold me down and make me almost piss myself. So, yeah, I would go with the listening to annoying laughter. Easy one. And you?
I'd do the laugh, because then I'd start being annoying back with my own annoying laugh, mocking them.
Do you guys get together before the show and make up these questions?
No.
Do you think we're prepared for anything?
We just go with it.
Just go with the flow?
Yeah.
Isn't that a country song, just going with the flow? It is.
Who sang that? I'm just going with the flow.
That's it. That's it, though. You got the
I know
right.
the song, I just don't know who sang it. I think it was Freddie Fender.
No, it ain't Freddie
I know.
Fender.
That's just my stock answer.
I think it's Charlie Rich. I think that's who it is. I'm gonna look it up.
Look it up.
Going
Travis
with.
can block out annoying people pretty easily.
Hi,
Obviously,
Nikki.
here. Love Snacks is here. Hello, Nikki.
Yeah, I think it's Charlie Rich.
We've gone from poop in a box to sticks to tickling feet. Now we're on Freddie Fender. Yeah, so
Before the next teardrop falls.
is that Freddie Fender?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Wasted days and wasted nights.
That's the only one I know.
Ah.
You didn't find it?
No, I'm having to type it different ways. I'm pretty sure it's Charlie Rich. Yeah, it's Charlie Rich. Yeah. And when we get behind
Close
Nate's
door.
pork, and he stabs the broccoli burger down
And the pork.
and dives into the $50,000.
Oh, the body.
Well,
Yeah, you forgot to mention the porta potty diving. Look at Sharon loves this show.
Sharon does.
Yeah.
are you on the right show, Sharon?
We
Well,
have a
remember now,
fan.
she's like an hour or two behind us on Phoenix time, on Mountain time. Sometimes they're on Mountain, sometimes they're on Pacific, depending on the time of the year. But they don't observe daylight savings in Arizona. Indiana doesn't either, do they? Or is it Indianapolis?
We do daylight savings, but then we have part of the state. Like, it's so dumb. Like, little sections of our state that are on Central Time.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's I don't understand it.
Did you see this burn Travis did on Alyssa? Travis said he's got a skill of blocking out annoying people. Alyssa said she'd kill to have that skill. And Travis came back with, see, Alyssa was, what'd you say? Oh,
She's gonna hurt him. Oh, see there? Look at that. Yeah, just point blank, throw it right out there.
Hey, Robert. There's a surprise for Johnny on
Hey,
the.
Nikki.
I might have to watch that if I can.
Well, I need some more. I need some more people to come in here. Not in here. I mean, in my buy my stuff. That's what I meant. We only got 10. We only got 10 people watching. What's up with you guys?
Well, I'm not wearing deodorant.
Really?
Could be it.
I think they're getting tired.
What's Marcy doing? Why isn't she in here?
She was here. I don't know. She might have dozed off. She's
Why
tired
would she doze off at 7:00?
because she's elderly like myself.
Is it 7 there?
Yes, it is. 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Very good. Oh, she's at the 7-Eleven getting a big gulp.
We don't have.
You don't have 7-Elevens in Wisconsin?
I think we do, but not in this rural part.
What are yours? Piggly Wigglies or something?
Quick trips. Quick trips. It's my favorite.
JT hasn't even come out. JT's not here. He's trying to find a costume at the Halloween store. I told him if he gets the good candy, we go to the rich neighborhood. He's going for the good candy, and he's going to share it with me.
Well, that's sweet of him.
I know. Milk duds and zeros. If he gets those, they're mine.
Zero.
And sugar babies. Zero candy bars.
What's
my
in those?
Nougat and caramel, and they're white.
Yeah,
I
there's
guess-
a weird white crap in the middle.
Yeah.
It's like toothpaste.
Quality, not quantity. Well, wait a minute. Listen, Travis is here, okay? Throw that quality word out the window. Thursday Night Football just started in London. They're playing in London tonight?
Oh, yeah, they were advertising that.
Oh, I thought it was the Rams and the Seahawks tonight.
In London.
Oh, okay.
Is it in London? I didn't think it was.
I know there was a game coming up in London, but I didn't think it was
I
then.
thought that was Sunday.
Sunday. Oh, Sunday at 25 is Cowboys, and I'll be at a roller skating party for my grandson. I'm like,
Oh, my gosh. We keep moving up on Sharon's scale. We're the favorite show now.
there you
One
go.
out of one Sharon's agreed.
Well, wait a minute. If Adam's still here, you're going to hurt feelings now. So be careful.
He'll be fine. He left. He's
Rams are going to beat the. My brother's a big Ram fan, so he's like, "Please come back from that embarrassing loss to Arizona last week."
Where are the Rams now?
L.A.
They're the LA Rams again?
Mhm.
Do you not even watch football?
Sort of.
No, because Wisconsin never wins. So,
Shut up.
oh, hey, you're so close to Iowa. You could be a Hawkeye. They're pretty good.
I don't want to be a Hawkeye fan.
Hey, it's close.
That doesn't matter.
Are you closer to the Wisconsin University or are you closer to Iowa?
Oh,
University.
definitely to Madison.
Oh, okay. See, Iowa State's in our conference, but they've been kind of a disappointment from what everybody thought they were going to be.
What's your college team, Nate?
Mine is the Hoosiers, and we don't have a football program. Well, we got
You're pretty
better.
good. You're not bad. You're not bad.
Well, not bad, but this year he's stuck on Penix and realized the guy's just doing nothing but arm throwing the ball. And I mean, now he's hurt, which I don't want to see anyone hurt, but it's not a bad thing.
Thanks, Travis, for bringing that up. He beat me by less than a point, and he's rubbing it in. Now, you think I would have rubbed it in had I beat him? No, not at all.
You would too, just a little.
I was rubbing it in before I beat him because I thought I had him easily. I looked at his roster, and I was like, there's no way you're beating me. So now I got to wear a stupid Travis Bartermania hat. Feel like I got the tag on it, so I feel like Minnie Pearl or something. Howdy, I'm Travis.
Does it burn if you put it on?
It does something. I don't know. He's got something in it. Oh wait, there's his gold coin. He's probably going to be coming for that. Y'all ever seen the Leprechaun horror movies? You got me gold coin, you leprechaun. Give me my gold coin. Travis, I got your gold coin, buddy. You got to come get it.
Is that the Leprechaun in the Hood movies?
Yeah, he's made a bunch of it.
Yeah, that's where that girl from Friends was on that in one of the movies, one of the first ones. You know that girl?
Oh yeah, that one.
Nikki's going to make L.A. Raiders. Well, that's Las Vegas Raiders now. Fabric pillows. There you go.
The Raiders are in Vegas now,
Yeah.
so the fans can throw
What?
poker instead of
Do you
batting.
even watch any NFL game? I thought you were a Packers fan.
I am a very, very fair weather fan when it comes to football anymore.
They haven't moved, Nate. The Green Bay stayed the same place all this time, so he's not. Now, if they left like Baltimore did in the middle of the night to go to Indy, he'd probably be aware of it.
Maybe if they came through here.
You mean they left Wisconsin? Why would anybody leave Wisconsin?
Those fools.
Yeah, because they're moving to Maui. Take a drink.
Oh, Nikki's talking to JT.
Nikki's husband loves me on Instagram. Well, actually, I get more views on Instagram than I did on YouTube, so that probably makes sense.
I know. How do you translate that?
Who's Nikki's husband? Now I want to know.
Mr. Snacks?
Mr. Well, that makes sense. Nikki loves snacks.
That's right.
Is that true, or are you just making that up?
Well, I don't know anything, so I'm guessing.
Nikki, what's your husband's name? Because I do get more views on that than I do on YouTube. Chuck, you made me so happy.
Oops, I missed it.
Oh, good. Found some snapbacks.
I mean, I like the NFL. I don't love it like I used to. And I don't know.
Roll some fines. Okay, Eric. Okay. You made me so happy. I'm from St. Louis, so expletive the NFL.
So, Farfennugan the NFL.
Can I ask you guys a dirty question?
Uh-huh.
Would you rather see your significant other in a porn video, or would you rather have to watch your parents?
Boy, you just don't know much about me to know that. First of all, I never had a father around, so I don't want to see my mom in a porn video, that's for sure. Wow. How about you, Chuck? Let's go to Chuck. Chuck, we're with you now.
I feel a little sick right now.
I'll just see my way out. Awkward.
Yeah.
I don't know. My parents.
You'd rather see them in one?
Yeah, together.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it, but at least, hey, they love each other, you know? It's a good thing.
Oh, my God.
I don't want to see my wife with somebody else. I mean, if I'm in the video with her, okay, maybe.
Well, nobody yet. Not like Johnny Holmes or anything, right?
Johnny Holmes?
Yeah, somebody that would, like perform.
What's that supposed to be? You'd be jealous.
Hey, I can do a real good impersonation of him.
That's not where I thought you were going with that. Put
That
your
is
pants back on,
unfortunate,
Bobby.
Nikki.
Nikki, she's walked in on her parents, but she hopefully doesn't on her husband.
See, she turned out all right.
I love how Marcy just goes.
Now
"There are
Marcy's
no
chiming in. There are no words. Hey, Marcy, this is their show, not mine. I promise you that wasn't coming from me. You're married to one of them.
Nobody in the chat's responding to this question.
words."
What's
I
your
brought out the worker list. This is. See, and I thought these were going to be easy questions.
What's your answer, Nate? Whoops.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, depending on if there's money to be made in the video, I mean, because a lot of this goes viral and you make a lot of money these days, then maybe my wife.
You know, the ethics of Nate are clear to me now that I've been on this show for an hour. He won't sit on a porta potty full flush, but he'll go into it for 50 grand. And if there's money in it, he'll watch his parents. I mean, so Nate's about the money. Forget the ethics part of this thing.
Nateypie. Is his dad still in here?
Well, TikTok I get views too, but not like I do on Instagram. Like, hey, somebody's got to feel good, Tommy. I mean, you know.
He's an entrepreneur, that Nate.
He is.
Well, my wife and daughter have accused me of loving the dollar more than them, and I don't, but they accuse me of that.
Loving
Just because I have some outlandish ideas on how to make that money.
Oh, the dollar.
Well, and that's to go, not to get off that, but that's kind of why I'm backing off of YouTube. I wasn't even seeing my family, you know, because I've been working 7 days a week. So I decided just to take a break and see my kids, my grandkids a little more often. And I mean, I'm not going to be around forever. And I thought, you know what? You're missing life. And you can sit here and make money, and it's nice to make money. But when you get my age, you start realizing that life could be any day. And you got to go, hey, I need to see my grandkids. I need to see my kids and go visit and go do things and push some of this stuff out of the way because they're going to get that money when I'm gone anyway.
Yeah.
You don't really need it, though, do you? I mean, you could give up the reselling tomorrow, couldn't you, and be all right?
I took when I retired from UPS sales, I took a what they call a bump rule because I retired at 59. I was going to wait till I was 62 and go on Social Security and my pension. And I had 20 years, so I didn't have the full 30 that would be max. So I took the early offer out is what happened. And so I took a bump rule for 3 years, and it basically gave me more money for 3 years. But it also penalized me at the end of that 3 years. I took less. I got a haircut. So I do make enough money to cover most of my bills. I mean, I got out of debt first when I retired, except for my mortgage and, you know, insurance and stuff. I bought 2 vehicles cash and did all that stuff that I had because I had a company car. But long story short, I could probably come within about $500-600 a month from having everything covered if I did not do eBay at all.
Oh.
But I could also go on Social Security and make that up. So I'm just basically trying to hold off on Social Security till I'm a little bit older, and then where it'll be even better. And then when I cut YouTube, or not YouTube, but eBay, maybe not ever permanent, but at least back off part-time, I'll be fine. I mean, I'm going to be fine. It's just I do get that monthly check for the rest of my life, so it's decent.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like being in the military. It's not a great check that you get at retirement, but you could probably live on it if you're frugal. No pun intended, Marcy. But it's not going to, you know, I don't want to live check to check, I guess is what I'm saying. Because if your air conditioner goes out or you got to buy, you know, put a transmission in a vehicle or buy another vehicle, you got to have something there. You can't just live to paycheck to paycheck. But I'm making quite a bit here recently on eBay to the point where I'm really putting some money in savings. So it gives me that luxury down the road 2 or 3 years. If I want to stop and just live on Social Security and pension, I can. But right now I'm just trying to go hard to get it to where I'll be more comfortable.
And the nursing home dancing, I mean, how much do you pull in a month?
You know, nursing home, I only do it 2 nights a week, and then I call bingo in the night. Tuesday and Thursday I dance at the nursing home, and Wednesday night I call bingo. I do have a tip jar for bingo too. And I'll dance even between numbers because some of them people take a long time to daub their cards, And I mean, they can't all see, so you got to get up and go help them. And I kind of wear skimpy clothes at the bingo thing anyway because I want them to check me out and give me free like Coca-Colas and stuff when I'm calling the numbers,
Sure.
popcorn and stuff. But yeah, it's I'd say I pull in probably 5 G's a week at the nursing home.
That's not bad.
No, not bad. And I'll pay taxes on it. And there's no eBay fees in dancing. She's just tired. I know the feeling, Marcy. I promise you, I know that feeling.
I called it though. She fell asleep.
She's on the phone and fell asleep. Yeah, honey, I'm here. I'm here. Ma, I'm here. I just rested my eyes. Yeah, I can't dance on poles though. That's the problem. Is I'm not real good with dancing on poles.
How about chess? That was a joke. A very, very bad joke. Sorry.
Are you serious, Bobby? JT is a dancer. No, I dance at nursing homes. JT doesn't have nothing to do with it. I don't let him near it. He'll steal all the women and the tips. So I want them giving me the tips, not JT.
1 second, guys.
What the heck?
Does he do this all the time where he just pops out and out? Does he have to go to the bathroom?
Matter's this big. I think
I pissed a lot, okay?
he's probably scratching that rash.
But now it's easy when I dance because I'm the masked singer, and I'm singing and dancing at the same time, but it's a COVID mask, It's not the
Well,
same.
that doesn't work.
Well, it works now because I don't get sick or anything. I don't get them sick. So.
I guess.
Yeah.
See, I think Nate's scrotal eczema is flaring up. That's why you have to keep shutting the camera off.
He's probably going through that tickling thing right now where he's like having his wife tickle him while we're on break. Hey, honey, tickle me real quick.
Costume change.
Hey, Robert, where's Mr. Johnny? Is he like cooking a gourmet meal or something?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in here. He's probably lurking, though, so don't talk trash about him.
I wouldn't ever talk trash about Johnny. Them Cajuns will get you and bury you in the swamp, so you don't want to say nothing about them. They get their shoe gun and take you out of the swamp and...
Just like Amos Moses.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Johnny makes it acceptable to dye the beards now, because I think I want to dye mine.
Yeah, I've done that once, and I won't do it again. I don't dye my hair or anything. It is what it is.
Come on. You know you want to.
Oh, no. See, for a long time, I didn't get to have a beard because of UPS. You couldn't have one. Not management. So when I retired, I said, I'm going to grow a ponytail and grow a beard and smoke weed. And I can't grow a ponytail because I got this spot up here growing in the back of my head. So it'd be kind of like a mohawk that comes around. But I said, I can do the beard. And then as far as the weed goes, well, I choose the own gun. So I can't really choose smoke weed either. So, except Johnson grass. It just doesn't work out the same.
Same shirt. Oh,
You have different Hawaiian shirts, don't you, Nate?
Yeah, I have. I want to probably have like 24 or more.
Do you have a certain brand you buy of Hawaiian shirt, or you just when you see them?
I literally buy them all up if they're at Goodwill, so it doesn't matter what brand they are. I have a couple of Tommy Bahama that are my favorite, but I would rather sell them than actually own them.
Right.
Because money.
There we go. Back to money again. Huh?
Hello, Mo.
Curly and Larry's
Hello.
Nope.
here. Curly and Larry and Mo.
Oh, wise guy.
Oh, wise guy. Yeah.
I bet he never hears that.
Bobby would look like George Carlin with the ponytail.
You would kind of.
I'm thinking Channing Tatum.
Well, same
Or
thing.
Kenny Rogers, at least. I mean,
Kenny Rogers. Do your imitation of Kenny Rogers.
know when to fold them. I'm not a big Kenny Rogers fan. Not a big Alabama fan. I'm a George Strait, Charlie Pride Conway, Twitty fan.
You like the classic.
Not the old country. Well, George Strait's kind of a mix of old. He's not really old, but he's older, but not older country. Charlie Pride and Conway, now that's older country. Hank Sr.
That's real.
Yeah.
First time.
First time he's probably ever been thrown that joke at, probably. Never. No, that can't be true.
Well, my name gets made fun of too. Upchuck and Woodchuck and how much.
Oh, I've done it. And
the name.
What's up, Chuck?
See, I've heard that since grade 4.
I used to get in the Navy. They used to call me Stevie, and it's because my last name is the same as Fleetwood Mac's lead singer,
Oh,
but it's spelled differently. And I'd say no. So I'm not kidding to Stevie. If there was, I'd probably be dating my sister because Stevie Nicks is fine. I can say that because I didn't have a sister at the time.
she's a witch.
I don't care. Put a spell on me.
You can call me Chuckles, Nikki. People used to buy me the Chuckles candies at one of my jobs all the time, and they just drop them on my desk, thinking they were offending me, and I just ate them.
Little sugar,
You're like, oh yeah.
jellies.
Yeah.
Isn't that what Chuck? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on keto, but I bought the other day. I went in the Dollar General and I was like, I gotta have a bag of candy corn. I'm just getting me a bag of candy corn. I don't care.
In
Oh,
fact,
you're a fan of candy corn?
Yes.
What? You like candy corn?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Because it tastes good.
I just thought it was everyone in Indiana that ate candy corn. Now I know someone.
Candy corn or the little pumpkins or yep.
Wow.
I like all that kind of candy.
That's all right.
Dang, don't read Marcy's comment.
You're almost to the hard candy age. Pretty soon you'll be eating the wooden candy.
It's a hard candy Christmas.
See? So true. Chuckles is better than A-hole, yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey Chuck, do you like candy corn?
No, it's evil.
What's your favorite trick-or-treating candy to
Chocolate.
get in your bag?
Little-
Anything chocolate?
The little candy bars.
Yeah. How about you, Nate?
Well, when I still ate it, I would have to go with. I don't know. I really liked bad tasting gummies. So, like all those generic gummies some people would put in there. I don't know what it is. It's not good, but it was like an addiction.
I wanted the dots or the milk duds.
Oh, I love dots. Yeah.
Yeah.
And milk duds.
Except they stick to your teeth.
So did
Yeah, and I got bad teeth, so I
Yeah.
had trouble keeping my teeth
Maybe.
in when I ate them.
Sugar babies.
You can still call me Chuckles, Lissa. No pouting.
See, Nikki likes candy corn.
So does Robert.
Well, I've kind of maintained being real busy, but I've been not sticking to it as strong as I should. But I dropped. Yeah, I dropped over 40, and then I was like, all right. When I went to that place out in the Western Pacific, I ate whatever I wanted, and then when I went to Austin, I had In-N-Out Burger because you don't get that up here.
You can say Maui.
I can, but then you guys have to drink, and I don't want y'all pretending there's snakes in the room and falling down and stuff.
Say
Marcy was freaking out that night. She thought that guy was going to die on that channel. Remember that, Marcy? The snake guy?
Veronica.
Hi, Veronica.
Hey, Veronica.
You missed all the
Hey,
good
Mo,
ones.
are you talking about like Reese's or are you actually talking about like the generic peanut butter cups?
Probably Reese's.
Remember that commercial? You got your peanut butter in my chocolate. Well, you got your chocolate in my peanut butter.
Oh, yeah.
Reese's. Kind of like the Bickley gum. It's two mints in one.
How about peanut butter kisses? You guys like those?
Probably prefer almond or just chocolate. I don't like dark chocolate. I want milk chocolate.
No, peanut butter kisses, where it's just a.
Oh,
It's a
I've
glob.
never had the Kisses peanut butter.
No, it's not. They're not. It's not a Hershey thing.
No.
It comes in wax paper, and it's just a little glob of plastic that tastes like peanut butter.
Oh, wax paper like those with the chocolate peanut butter in the middle. Oh yeah, I like those. Yeah.
I don't know if I know what you're talking about, Joe.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Nobody does. My mom
Yeah.
doesn't.
And they come in orange and black and white. Yeah. Yep, I like them. I like all candy. I don't like gummies. I don't like dark chocolate. Like the little Hershey's things. I'll eat the Mr. Good bars and the Hershey's chocolate, but you can have the dark chocolate ones.
Oh, I like dark chocolate.
I'll give that to you.
Root beer.
I could literally eat a 2-pound bag of gummies in a setting easily.
Oh,
And
no.
they told me that
With
me
a
going
fork?
vegetarian probably saved my life because I ate so many gummies. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, that was my jam.
He's too young for the commercial.
Commercial.
Is Bobby a rusty trombone kind of guy or a Cleveland steamer? I don't even know what that means.
I know what Cleveland steamer means.
I don't.
I don't know what the rusty trombone is, but
I don't know what either one of those means.
I guess you'll have to Google it.
Could you explain, Chuck?
Yeah, because I don't know I know what a trombone and a steamer are, but I don't know nothing about it.
I can't explain now.
Yeah, Tommy, you might want to bring that out because now you're over my head.
Are you afraid to say it, Chuck?
What? A Cleveland steamer is someone leaves a steamer on your chest. A steamy pile of
You mean like hairy chested?
dung.
Oh, I still don't get that. I have a hairy chest. Yes, but no, I just don't like the taste.
Wait,
Of
No,
what?
don't you love the questions when people ask you, "Hey, is this like the picture in this model in this picture of this shirt? Does it look like this guy?" I'm like, "Well, it's a Western Snap shirt that's the same color and it's plaid. I can't tell you if that guy's wearing this shirt. He didn't model it for me, so
have you been working out? Then maybe.
yeah. I mean,
Nikki, I used to like those generic gummies that were like shaped as food, like pizza and burgers and stuff that didn't really have a good taste, but I couldn't stop eating them. Those were my favorite. And then Robert, I don't eat any kind of candy now, so I don't even mess with it.
You don't even trick or treat anymore.
Dude, my daughter hated going the last few years. We forced her to for us.
I went. Now I got to look up Wikipedia stuff because Tommy can't just tell us. I quit going about 4 years ago when people were like, "Aren't you a little too old to be trick or treating?" Hey, look, man. I either pull out the gun and get the candy, or you just give me the candy and let me go. I mean,
I was
I'm not,
wondering what you were talking about.
I'm not taking the whole bag. I'm just wanting a few pieces, just like every other kid. Okay?
Hey, Bobby, would you like me to read?
Yeah,
what
would you
Tommy
please?
sent?
Would you please?
Okay, everyone. This is on behalf of Tom. Are you okay with this, Chuck? It's your channel.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna lose your
Everyone, sit back,
monetization anyway.
Plug your ears, Mom.
get you a snack, sit back, and relax. Here we go.
All right.
Rusty trombone is a sexual act in which a man stands with his knees and back slightly torqued with with feet with his feet at least shoulder width apart to expose his anus. A person typically kneels behind the man and performs analogous while reaching up beneath the testicles or around the body to manually administer rapid up and down motions of the penis, mimicking the motions of a trombone player.
You know, when you pass gas and you say who farted, it's usually the smeller's the feller. Tommy, anybody that knows that much about it must be the one that's like that. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that. I like the female persuasion.
Again, this is a medical show, folks.
Yeah. I reach around. Okay, I know that. I know that term.
I just want to say though, it also states positions and variations are possible.
Yeah. Can you just say that? Your own in a mirror.
Your own butthole in the mirror.
Driving. Driving? So that's my only question.
Yeah.
I don't know. Boy, we really have gone down the rabbit hole. She phoned that question in. I'm sure she did.
So
I need to probably stick around and watch their show at like 2 a.m. after they've been on for like 5 hours and see where it really goes.
they get punch drunk.
I woke up and got on their show like in a bathroom break scenario. And usually by then, one of them's falling out, 2 sheets to the wind. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh. Thanks for being here, Tommy.
Chuck's like,
Yeah.
I really regret letting Nate read that.
I don't care.
Okay, good.
Not the only don't care.
Man, I thought the questions were just going to be like, hey, what's your favorite movie of all time? What's your favorite song of all time? Not
Not the rusty trombone.
not what night you dance at the nursing home or call bingo at the nursing home.
You brought that up, hey.
Well, it's money, I mean, like diving into a porta potty for 50 grand or not even using it and touching it. If there's not 50 grand, we know he's not going to touch it.
Exactly.
Don't
I
Hey,
have
Eric.
standards.
Eric, you might not want to be in here. This might be
You're fine, Eric.
2X rated. Yeah.
Don't apologize, Tommy.
Yeah, sending me out. I'm like, wow. I'm going to have to get in their show more often, I guess, because I'm missing something in their show.
See?
Yeah, what's the other thing that I've heard? The hamster thing. Yeah, I'm not going down that road either.
You just did.
Was that movie the first Jackass movie? It's a little car. It's a car. What? Another car.
Hello, Eric.
Boy, a toy car. I laughed so hard in that movie. Oh my god! Oh, that was
Same
fun.
here.
Goes into the plumbing store with a newspaper. Sits on the john. What are you doing? What do you think I'm doing? Oh my goodness! Those guys.
Yeah, Tommy, you
guys-
probably had a rough childhood.
Well, my problem is I've lived a long time, so I've seen a lot of stuff. Rusty. 1985.
People with
I've
that.
never even heard of the player. What team did he play for?
Maybe that is the team.
Yeah. He probably was a Yankee or something if he had that name.
If I remember correctly, he played Tigers, Twins, I think. Maybe KC. I can't remember.
No, they probably weren't good teams then. KC was good back in the 80s. But
Yeah.
not George Brett, Freddie Patek, Mayberry. Back when I watched baseball.
That's actually a big family name around here, Kuntz. But of course, behind their back, you don't say it the right way.
See, we used to call people up and say, this is KLBJ Radio, and you are the fourth caller. If you can answer this question, you will win a prize selected especially for you. Okay, what's the question? What was the name of Roy Rogers' horse? Everybody knew it. Trigger! Congratulations, you just won a badge of Trigger's horse shit. And hang up. Or call the grocery store. You got any pig's feet? Yeah. They're on aisle 4. Well, wear shoes and nobody will notice. It's all the crazy stuff we did as a kid.
I know.
That was back when you actually had to dial a phone, you know. It was hooked to a line.
Hey, my dad at his old house, it was my granny's house before his. He had a little dial-up or a rotary phone or whatever.
Okay, well, we had them on party lines, Nate. We're really old.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do like Mayberry where they, you know, Andy Griffith would go, hey, whatever her name is, can you dial over to the barber shop? But we were pretty primitive with the phones. I mean, it's like somebody asked me today, what was your first video game you played? I said, Pong, and I was probably like 17 because that's when it came out. I was probably about 17, and it was in a Pizza Hut. Bloop, 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 bloop. There was no video games when I was a child. We played outside. Prince Ivor in a can, too. But most of the people at the store knew that one. I've already let him out. Ha ha. Click.
We used to just do the fake phone service thing because we'd call and have someone get on the other line and tap on the thing, on the mic, and be like, we're calling from AT&T. Do you hear that ticking sound on your line? Yeah, I do. Well, we want you to try a few things and try to get rid of that.
Yeah.
Get them doing all kinds of stupid crap.
Oh, we would knock on doors and run and stuff like that. I mean, we did stuff that kids do outside because back then you didn't have anything else to do. You played outside and you did things outside. Drank out of a water hose and shoot fireworks at people and stuff. Christmas wrapping tubes and shoot. In Texas, you can pop fireworks at 4th of July and at New Year's. So we would get tubes and get bottle rockets back when you could actually shoot them and have them and black cats, and we would have bottle rocket fights and shoot them at each other.
Roman candle fights too.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was gonna say
I had that too as a child at my friend's house.
And Streak, back when, remember when Ray Stevens sang The Streak? Well, we did it.
Naked?
Yes, they chased us all over that school
Prove it.
at night.
See, I miss prank phone calls too. That's why if I get a telemarketer and their call is a live person, I'll talk to them until they hang up on me. I'll mess with them for as long as I can.
Tommy knows. See, back then, we weren't afraid of germs. It's because it wasn't nothing you could get sick from. Everybody was, you know. Plus, we were poor, too. We were poor white trash. We grew up in a trailer park.
We was fancy white trash.
Fancy? Yeah, I didn't live in a house. I lived in a trailer. 14 by 80.
14, that's almost double wide.
It's not a double wide, I assure you. But double wide would have been moving on up to the east side to that high-rise apartment in the sky. And I'm not even kidding, George Jefferson.
Oh my gosh. Tell that to my joints and butt.
You're not old, you're vintage.
Classic. How about classic?
Tell you what, there's somebody that knows a lot about a lot. Glassware and jewelry, and she knows a lot of stuff.
Who?
Listen.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, she does.
You could do one of them, what's that, Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where he gets his fantasies and he ends up on Mars. You could take her brain and transplant it into your head. You would have a lot of knowledge.
Oh, she's seen things. I don't know if I want to do that. What the hell was that?
That's probably true, too.
What was that movie? They just redid it a few years ago.
I can't remember.
All right, somebody knows the name of the movie.
Total Recall.
Total Recall, there you go.
Uncle
One of my favorite Arnold movies was It's Not a Tumor. It's Not a Tumor. My dad's a gynecologist. It's not a tumor. Q-tips and a tasty-ass NES. Oh, I cleaned a bunch of NES games today that I picked up with Q-tips and alcohol, but Tommy wasn't involved at all. I'm not letting Tommy get near me with any Q-tips or alcohol, especially after his conversation earlier.
See?
Yeah, I agree, big brother. Total Recall is starting to slip. Somebody told me at a yard sale the other day, they're like, all this stuff you're doing and all these prices and counting money and it's really helping your memory as you get older. And I'm thinking, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. My memory, nothing wrong with my memory except where the stuff is when I sell it.
Got any more questions, Nate?
I don't know if you want me to ask anymore, man.
Why?
Because
What's your
they're
brother?
not good.
Huh?
They're not
You
good,
can ask anything you want. It's on Nate. It's on his show.
Okay.
You're not getting any money for this.
What's the most useless talent you have?
There you go.
Useless talent?
Yeah.
Probably my movie and musical knowledge of movies and music that I have, because it's not very useful, but I have a lot of it. I hear the lyrics of a song starting or the music intro, and I probably could tell you who the band is and who sang it and when it came out within 2 or 3 years.
I suck at that.
Yeah. And that's useless information. Although to me, it's nice because when I'm in a store and I hear, Madonna's Vogue or something, I'm like, Vogue. You know when that came out? Do you know who that is? And they're like, young people are looking at me like, who cares, old man? I don't care who that is. It's Madonna Vogue. It's a great dance video on the dance floor. Get out there.
Get out on the dance floor.
Yeah.
I remember Vogue.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Papa don't preach. I'm in trouble deep.
I got knocked up again. All right. Anything you need to promote? I guess not, because you're not promoting YouTube.
Nope. I mean, I've actually gained a few subscribers since I quit making videos here temporarily, but I'm like,
They're very thankful.
maybe that's what I need to do. Just quit making videos and I'll get people to blow me up. But no pun intended, Nate. But anyway, yeah, no. I mean, I'll be back to them. Right now I'm just taking a little break and focusing on making money. We're in Q4, and to be honest, I'd rather make money at what I'm doing. And I'm like today, I've already listed 48 today. My sales aren't real good today for the first time in a while, but that's okay so far. Gives me a little break, but you got to go where the money is, and I'll make them, but I probably will do them differently than I did before. I'll probably do it like a Tommy type thing, where I'll bring on a guest and we'll chit chat for 5 hours and tell people important information they need to know, non-eBay related. Right, Tommy? I'm kidding.
Our show's important.
No, I enjoy their show, but they go down a lot of different roads. But whether JT's a part of it, or some people like him, some people don't. Some people like me showing what I sold, some people don't. So maybe I need to go into one where I talk about actual things that I think you should be doing and selling. I don't know. Again, I'm not in a hurry. It was a goal to get to 1K, and I did that. It took me 16 months to do it, and it's just a goal in life. You got to have goals of whatever you do. And if I don't make them again, that's okay. And if I do, I will. But I enjoy making them, and I enjoy trying to make people laugh. Some people laugh, some don't. So again, you're not going to please everybody, and you got to realize that. And that's probably one of my problems is I try to.
Yeah, you
Too
can't.
much, and I worry too much about it. But like I said, it's more important that I see my family and do things with my family, and when I can, and they all have jobs and families too. So, it seems like the channels that have blown up, and I'm not a fan of all of the people that are blown up in different ways. There are some good channels and there are some bad channels. There's some small people that have good channels that just haven't blown up. I guess you got to have the right situation. I don't think I'm a great YouTuber. I think I'm a really good picker, and my numbers show that. But that's just because I I get up and get out early, and I grab the stuff that I know people. Yeah, I take chances with stuff like those pucker chips. I had no clue they were worth what they're worth. I took a chance on $2, and I got lucky, And so you just got to kind of take chances, get out early, and beat the crowd, because other resellers are out there, folks, and they're going to beat you if you don't get out there and get the good stuff. And it doesn't mean you can't find good stuff, but you got to beat the crowd if you want to find it. And Thursdays and Fridays are the days to be out there, not Saturday.
Hey, Lissa wants to be on your new show whenever you do it.
I think we lost him, unless he's really striking a pose right now.
Oh no!
I think.
Please yourself. That's my motto. Except you'll go blind. Oh, Mo's already got glasses.
Every night, Mo. Yeah, I think we lost Bobby.
He's thinking of his next answer. He couldn't take anymore. He had a stroke.
Oh, I was gonna tell you. Do you remember? So my last video, I put subscribe on my lower back, right?
No, tell me about it. Is it still there?
I don't know. Maybe.
Show us. Nah.
Is it still there?
Nah, I don't see it.
Okay.
You should get that mole checked.
So I had a doctor's appointment the very next day, and it was just going to be a checkup, right? So I'm in there, and she's like, and I did not even think anything of it. She goes, "Hey, I want you before you leave to go have a chest X-ray." And I'm like, "Okay, I can go do that." Not thinking anything of it. So I get in the room with the nurse, and she goes, "I'm going to need you to take off your shirt and your necklace." So I'm like, "All right." So I get my shirt off, and I'm like, "Shit, I did not get that washed off my back." And I'm like, "Hey, I just want to say that subscribe on my lower back is from a video I did the other night, and that's why it's there." And she was like, "Oh, okay." And like she was like smiling all awkwardly, and then after the X-ray, I was putting my shirt back on. She goes, "I hope that video worked out for you." And I'm just like, this, like out of all days for my doctor to ask me for an X-ray, it was this one.
My internet knocked me off, and you're right, Tommy, about that. I agree 100%. I do tell people it's hard, but people that contact me and want to know about eBay and what am I doing and how am I having a success, guys, it is work. Those of you that do this full time, part time. People say they're part time and they work full time hours. They're not part time; they're full time. But it is work. It is work, and it's you got to put in the effort if you want to make the money. But it can be. I told a lady today, you can do this and take care of your kids and do this for a living if you know what you're doing and you've learned enough, and you can have the time to take your kids to school and all that kind of. What are y'all laughing about? Somebody say something. Tramp stamp.
I was laughing at Lissa's comment.
But you can make money at it, but you got to put in the effort. You're not going to any job if you want to be successful. You got to put in the work.
Hi, Adam. Yeah, Tommy, I made the brave move to put subscribe on my lower back and not mention it in my video. Got to whore myself out there.
So you guys are working bingo and dancing at nursing homes, Nate?
Yep.
You need to try it because you already got the hairy chest thing down.
You just gave me an idea, though, Nate. When I go for my colonoscopy in March, I should write something across my back.
Hey, Misha, I enjoyed your dog video today with your music in the background. I was like, man, that's a good-looking dog, and that lady ain't bad-looking either.
Hi, Misha.
No, Eric is not. JT is not getting unemployment because he wasn't paid when he was here because he didn't do enough work. He wouldn't list. He wouldn't stock anything.
Oh, Larry, that was the best part.
What did he do? Show something while I was off the internet?
Showed us where his
No.
stamp was.
My last video, I had my wife write subscribe on my lower back as a tramp stamp, but I never addressed it. Like I had the camera down low, and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, my camera fell," and put it back up, and never said anything about it. And then I went to the doctor the next day and had to have a chest X-ray, and I forgot it was still on my lower back. So I had.
And the doctor's like, "Did he subscribe to your channel?"
Well, she was like awkwardly grinning, and I was like, "It was for YouTube. it was dumb." And then afterwards, she's like, "I hope that video works out for you."
Oh my goodness. Well, what are y'all going to do the rest of the night other than sleep?
That.
I know Tommy's not going to sleep and Lissa's not going to sleep because they're like night owls, so they'll be up till 4 a.m. or something.
I was going to say, I don't sleep much, so I'm going to be listing.
I got my 48 in. I'm done listing. I got about 6 or 7 to ship, and then I'll go to bed about 11:30 and get up like 6.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but there's yard sales tomorrow. And one of them says sealed makeup and the other says video games. And I'm going to be at those early.
You're going to be the first one there, aren't you?
I always am. Like I said, the lady today, she goes,
"That's awesome.
Tell them Bob is your emergency contact. You didn't forget." There you go. There you go.
What's your phone
Leave it
number,
to Tommy to come up with that.
What is your phone number, Bobby, so I can give it to him?
I told the lady today, I said, "You have any video games, action figures, ball caps?" She goes, "Somebody just bought all my video games." I said, "What ones you have?" She goes, "I don't know." I said, "Well, were they old?" She goes, "No, about 5 years old." I said, "So they were disc games?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Oh." She goes, "Why, you like the older stuff?" And I was like, "Well, I prefer to find the older stuff." She goes, "I got a bunch of Nintendo that was guy down the street put on Facebook and left it, and I've got it in the house. You want it?" I was like, "Yeah, can I see it?" And she brings out a bunch of games, and they were pretty dirty, but they were Nintendo original games. There was like 15 of them. I bought them for $2. I said, "I'll give you $2 a piece for them." Okay. And I got like Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's a $50 game. Mega Man 4, $50 game. I clean them up. But you got to ask.
I need to get better at asking what they have instead of just looking around and then leaving.
Go ahead.
Yes, you ask 10 people, and you'll probably get at least a couple of them that'll say, "Yeah, I got some ball caps in the house," or "I got video games in the house," and they'll go get them. So
You go garage sailing with Flippin' Mike. He always asks if they have livestock.
You got any livestock?
Every sale, "You guys got any livestock?" And once in a while they'd say, "Well, we got a couple rabbits, but I don't know if you'd call that livestock."
We used to have a saying in Texas, but I'm not going to say it.
Why not?
Large women and small cattle.
Well, I guess we're going to call it quits because I'm tired and sleepy.
Well, Marcy shouldn't be sleepy because she's already slept on the phone.
That means nothing. That means nothing.
Yeah, Tommy and Liz are just starting their shift, so.
Thanks again for being on, Bobby.
Thanks for having me.
Can't believe you came.
You were daring enough to come on twice.
Nope.
You set the precedent.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about what that means. I'm not even kin to the president. I've never even met the president. I've only seen 2 in my life. No, I've seen 3. I saw Clinton at the Oklahoma City bombing memorial. I saw LBJ as he went by in the hearse in Texas when I was a kid. And I saw Reagan on my aircraft carrier, and that's it.
Well, that's a pretty good bunch.
That's more than I've ever seen.
He couldn't say nothing to me. He was headed to Washington to lay in state. So.
All right.
Have a good night, guys. Appreciate everybody.
Thank you, chat. Thanks for everyone that came, and thank you, Bobby. And good
Catch
luck
me
in all
on-
your ventures.
Catch me on Instagram and in Tommy's chat for the first hour because they are on so late. They usually ignore me anyway, so. Right, Tommy? Hi, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Bobby. And that's it.
Well, that's good.
All right. Yeah, I know. At least hey, I used to go in there and never get even mentioned. So now I'm at least moved up the ladder to, "Hey, Bobby, how's it going? How's your sales, Bobby?"
Hey, make sure you practice your trombone for them, Bobby.
I will. As soon as I figure out how to do that, I will definitely I'll send him a personal video. That'll blow my YouTube channel up for sure. And then, man, have a good night, guys.
Thanks, Lisa.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye, everyone.